All right, Miss Aurorah is back. In this video, Miss Aurorah is going to address these Airbnb scams, these illegal Airbnb scams. And I have to bring it to you in this video because too many of you now have been emailing, sending me your documents of these injunctions that you have received. You've been noticed, okay? You've been asked to vacate premises. A whole lot has happened because of this whole Airbnb arbitrage, okay? So in this video, I'm going to address two of the emails that are just outrageous. And I think that all of the secured entrepreneurs need to be fully aware of what is happening, okay, so that you don't fall into this trap. So let's get it started. You already know that I am Miss Aurorah Dey, and this is the Secured Entrepreneur Movement. All right, so the first email is from Terry, and she said it's okay for me to talk about this because she is totally beside herself right now. She just cannot believe that she did this. Now, Miss Aurorah, and we still got sun. You all know I'm in Nevada, so let the sun shine in, okay? You all know that this whole Airbnb without owning property is going on. Now, Terry has named the individual that she studied under. I will not name the individual because I was not there. I don't know how this individual teaches people how to do it, okay? But the consequences have been great for Terry. Now, I want to share with the secured entrepreneurs that Terry leased an apartment that she did not live in. She did not live in this apartment. She chose one that she felt would be great to do the Airbnb business. She did not disclose to the management office that she would not be living in this apartment, okay? She furnished the apartment. She got the apartment ready. She listed the apartment, okay? She started getting Airbnb people, okay? People, Airbnb, short-term vacation renters, whatever, right? Okay, she said things were going good. She said that lasted for about 60 days. The next thing she knows, she goes to where the management company would send mail, all right? Because clearly, according to her email, she did not collect mail at the residence because she didn't live there, okay? When she goes to get the mail, she finds that there were notices from the management company letting her know that they wanted her to vacate, and they had documentation from their law firm, as I'm seeing here, that she would be facing these particular fines. And one is one is illegal use of the property, one is misuse of the property. There's one that clearly states that she was running an illegal business meant for commercial something in a residential place. I mean, this is a list that they have, and the fines are totaling $37,000. And of course, she's going to have court fees on top of the $37,000. The part that really gets me about what's going on with Terry is that they got down here the nuisance. It's called private nuisance, and that is when they petition to court for an injunction to get you to stop. To get you to immediately stop doing whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, that's in here as well. And it is clearly written out that whomever was at the apartment, her Airbnb person, made a lot of noise, or the whole thing kept up a lot of noise. See, Terry can't say what happened because she wasn't there. Also, some of this sounds like, if in fact it was on and popping like that, there are neighbors who may have reported this noise. So they got you on the private noise, which is why you are being notified about the injunction for you to immediately stop. Okay. There's an eviction. Okay. So there's an eviction immediately, wanting Terry to vacate the premises, get all her stuff out, all this stuff. Now, this is not the first time that Miss Aurorah has heard this from someone. Okay. Because Airbnb arbitrage, first of all, you need to notify whomever it is that you're leasing from that you plan to do this and allow them to give you the permission to handle your Airbnb business. Okay. And the other thing that Terry was asking, I do know that VRBO, what is that, Verbo? They already are telling, they've been telling people that if in fact you are doing some type of short-term rental, it better be for 30 days, because if it's less than 30 days, then you're paying taxes like a hotel or a motel. And I don't know who the heaven wants to do that. I don't know who wants to do that. Okay. So I want all of the secured entrepreneurs to know and be very aware of these particular types of consequences. Now, as I was researching a lot of the verbiage in all of this documentation that Terry received from the management company, I found a woman's case where she was actually fined $185,000 for having an illegal Airbnb in a residential property. And it stated that when she rented the apartment, in order for her to have done an Airbnb, she would have had to be a resident in that apartment. Okay. I don't see that here in any of Terry's documents. Doesn't mean it won't pop up. Okay. Because what's going to happen is this management company wants their money. And I'm really surprised. Okay. I'm not going to go there because there's some stuff in here that Terry knows I'm not going to talk about, because once again, like I'm saying, you're not there when your people come. And you haven't notified the leasing office, the management company, that you are doing Airbnb. So there's a lot of stuff that Terry I think that she's just going to have to pay without saying too much, because she did violate the lease. They have it here clearly, the do's and the don'ts, and she did a lot of the don'ts. The next individual I'm not going to name because he did not give me permission to say his name, but this one is really surprising because the last I checked, it is illegal to have Airbnb in Santa Monica. So these fines, this is a lot, because this gentleman, and he's saying he did arbitrage. Okay. He leased an apartment, it's a condo. He leased a condo. He wasn't clear on how the owners of the condo found out. I can just, once again, you got neighbors, right? However, got the notice of eviction and the fine. Okay. Now I think that just this gentleman got the first fine is because Airbnb is illegal. And I would like to know if Airbnb understands that a Santa Monica listing is illegal, or did you list in another city and then when people contacted you, you told them where to go? Like that people do that too. Okay, so you got a fine from the city, right? And then you're facing a fine for the misuse of the property. This is huge. So I want all of the secured entrepreneurs to please be mindful. If in fact, the other thing, okay, I don't want to miss this. The license that is needed in some of these states that some of you are saying you never got it. So this is why you were asked to vacate the premise. I mean, I can just really make a 2-hour video just from all of the emails that you all have sent Miss Aurorah about these things that have happened when you're trying to do this Airbnb arbitrage. It's not good. Okay. So I want all of the secured entrepreneurs to please just be mindful. If in fact you want to do Airbnb, maybe arbitrage is not the way to go. I don't really like saying that because I would never want to crush anyone's business. You know that we are the secured entrepreneur movement. Okay. And we believe that entrepreneurship is the path to legacy wealth. Okay. However, people that you are leasing from, whether it's a private owner or you're inside of these complexes and you have a management office, a leasing office, all of that, if you do not give these people full disclosure, yes, that's the answer to a lot of the emails. Yes, they have the right to fine you. They have the right to evict you. And some of you got lucky with just the eviction, okay? And you're upset that, okay, now that's reported to your the credit agencies. I don't know because I'm not sure if they're asking you for any money. So you guys haven't made that clear in the emails. I'm not sure if they're asking you to pay the lease up and they're evicting you, or they're just evicting you and you don't owe them any money. See what I'm saying? I don't know. But according to these lease agreements that you're signing, you have misused the property. You rent it under false pretenses, okay? And if neighbors complain, now you got noise complaints. You see, you have to be careful, okay? So I want to thank all of you for emailing. Please continue to do so at info@aurorahdayconsulting.com. You all know that you need to be activated, secure entrepreneur activation, okay? Now let me just explain some things to you, okay? This is why it's imperative that you talk to Miss Aurorah before you start doing this stuff, because what's happening is that you're really not reading the lease agreements. Some of the stuff that I sent back to you all that's highlighted, giving you the answers to why it is they can put a dent in your life, okay? You didn't read the lease. Well, sometimes the lease is 70 to 100 pages. Sometimes, most of these places are not giving you a 3-page lease, okay? So you're getting these leases and you're not reading the lease, which is why you think it's okay when you go to these people who are telling you how to do Airbnb arbitrage. You need to read these leases before you start taking these people up on their little advice, okay? Please, secure entrepreneurs. All right, so you all know that you can find Miss Aurorah at AurorahDayConsulting.com. And until next time, ta-ta.